Hey, all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We have a board game that you've seen before, and we have a bag of horses. So let's do the board game first. Simpsons Clue. I've done this a couple of times, and I keep finding it at the same store. Same store that has the $2 board games. So what we want out of here are the weapons and the figures and the cards. So we're going to make sure we got all that. And I believe I've sold all the ones I've shown previously. But not entirely sure because I've been picking them up. There's also a knockoff that I didn't realize. Somebody licensed Simpsons Clue to a company that does knockoff board games called was it USopoly is the company. So it's actually a little different. But some of the parts are identical, but some of them are not. So we're looking for, I think it's 6 weapons, 9 people, and 9 locations or something like that. Seems a little light. That might be 6 people, 6. Oh no. These don't feel right. And they look okay. There we go. They just feel different. Feel cheaper. Now, this said it was 2nd edition, and I didn't know if that actually mattered at all. Alright, these feel okay. And let's hope we have all 6 of the weapons. Otherwise, we're going to have a hard time moving this. Being 5. There we go. Oh, there we are. Here's the last one. 6. Oh, they gave us pens. That's nice. We'll use pens. And we're not concerned with selling it as is, and it's in pretty, not great shape, but pretty much resigned myself to not selling full-scale games at this point. I know I've been experimenting with parts on less common stuff. I don't really have a way of going back and talking about it, but that's actually been going really well, oddly enough. So we have our 6 cards for weapons. We're gonna have 6 suspects, and I think it's 9 rooms. 8, 9. Alright, so we got all our cards. We got all our pieces here. We got all of those, so that's going to end up being 3, 3. We're about here. So I'll add those to my existing listings, and then we'll look at the horses. Alright, so I actually adjusted profit on that. I found I had nothing for sale. I'd already sold all the previous Simpsons Clue parts, but I had a sold listing still sitting there from whatever last month, and I'd actually just sold the whole thing as one shebang, so I just redid that listing. So it's a little less money, but I don't have to have other listings where I lose most of that money to the post office. So now we're looking at horses. Haven't done this a little bit, but we talk about horses sometimes, so you can tell by the feet, horseshoes, that these are going to be decent quality horses. These are going to be more than likely Schleich horses. So in the world of animal figures, horses are the most popular, dogs are number 2, and basically everything else is tied for 3. I paid $4 for this bag, so we'll start sorting these real quick. I don't think they're all good. but you can see quality horse, and this is a 2005 Schleich. So minimum on these horses, $9 up to 30 generally. This one is not going to be a 30. Some of the rare ones go for 30. But it's going to be like a 9 to 12 more than likely. We'll have to figure out exactly what kind of horse it is. I'm not great with horse breeds. So that pretty much paid for the bag, and there's more. Well, look, older. A 2000 Schleich horse. Got a big pony looking dude. This is a Breyer. So Breyer is also a popular brand. However, this one is broken. You can see his ears have snapped off. So this is like Schleich is the most popular, then like Breyer, even though they're not as nice, but they just have a following. And then Safari Limited, but this is not going to sell because of the ears, unfortunately. And it wouldn't have been worth a ton because it's smaller, but either way. Got another one. This is a Brumby. I've heard that name. And again, though, busted ear. Not even going to bother. Okay quality. I think they make cars, typically. Alright, this one doesn't have broken ears, which is nice. So that's not a toy brand then. That must be a breed, because it says Shire, and it's the same exact writing. I don't know who makes this. We're going to have to Google Lens that. I don't know if it's going to have any value by itself. So if something doesn't have value singularly, you can do a lot of horses, which I do frequently. I'll get like 5 or dogs or anything, farm animals. Frisian, same company as this one. And people that are just looking to pad a collection or give somebody something horse related, they'll pick it up if it's on the cheap. I don't know what this is. The hair is wrecked. You'd tell like ponies and whatnot, if somebody applies product to the hair or tries to heat it, because it's plastic, it just does this frizziness thing, and it'll never be okay. This just has a long string of numbers on its hoof, so I doubt this is actually anything. Do a lens real quick on it just in case, but I'm thinking it's trash. That might go to this. And finally, I think this is another Schleich because of the hooves are shod. This is a 2006. So, good pickup here. Do some Google lensing on these and narrow down what breeds these are. The Google Lens is a lot better at this than me just kind of willy-nilly looking around. Alright, so this horse is from a Barbie set, but it is trashed and not worth anything. Missing pieces, so I'm gonna get rid of that. These two, I cannot find a definitive maker. It might be Safari Limited. So I'm putting these two aside, and I'm going to do a lot of horses at some point. So now we're on to our stuff we know is Schleich. So we got this 2005 mare. So you can punch in just the year Schleich and whether it's a mare or a stallion, because Schleich is anatomically correct. And first result for that is we got this one, and it's a Frisian. So we got down to 98. You can see, you know, just the pose and everything. It has to be this one. So we're looking at $12. And we're just going to go check sold. Now we're looking for a particular sold listing. And if it pops up, that'll be cool. And if not, so be it. There's a particular seller on eBay that sells almost nothing but Schleich. And that person's listings are kind of like the bottom possible price for these items. They don't happen to have this one though. But again, this is the same horse. They're doing 14, 16, 15, 14. So this might actually be a little higher than normal, which is nice. You never know. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm the cheapest. This one's 12. So we are going to be 12. On that one. All right. So moving on, we have this one. This is the older one. This is a year 2000. It is a stallion. Not good with horse breeds. I'm guessing it's like a draft horse or something like that. So Schleich 2000 stallion, 186 listings, and this be it. Now, when you're looking at reselling, this has 15 watchers on it at $11. So if I list this for 10, it will sell probably this week. 15 people would like this, but when there's that many watchers, they are just concerned with price generally. So that's going to be our price point, $10. We know people want this, and you can see why people are watching that one, as this guy wants $30 for his. So anything lower than that will move. And that's fine. 9 or 10 is where I usually go on these, so there's that. And finally, we got a 2006 stallion. I do like the running pose on this one. Is actually kind of unique. So 2006, see if we can spot it, and this would be it. Different profile, but spots are all there. Pinto. So this one's 14, this one down here is 12. This one down here is 11. So guessing we're going to be around 10 on that. So we'll put in Pinto. And that knocked us down to 68 listings. They're all 12s-ish. I'll do 11 just because that was the cheapest one I saw. Now this is the seller I was talking about earlier. I use a particular background so I can find my listings every time. Other people do that as well. This guy, it's a skee ball. If you look down at the end on the picture there, this is a skee ball ramp, and he puts all of his listings on this. And it seems like all he sells is Schleich stuff. He's always the cheapest. So this one was $11.50. So if I put it for 11, it will move. So you get used to seeing certain listings and you get some good information out of people without having to really like comb through stuff. So that's going to be $11. Oops. There we go. So not a bad haul for today. 6 spent for 23. There's going to be easy stuff to move, which is always nice. So if you like reseller content, toy content, horse content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.